The empress wanted to discipline the mischievous young prince, so she brought the strong young princess into the palace. On her first day, the crown prince took a punch from her. This young princess was no ordinary girl. At home, she often chased her cousin with a whip. If he refused to submit, she tied him up and beat him. Even her uncle and aunt could only beg her for mercy, but the girl never listened to them. They could only give up in frustration. Just then the empress came to take her into the palace. Hearing this news, the uncle and aunt were overjoyed. They were tired of dealing with this fierce girl. The crown prince saw how wild she was and wanted nothing to do with her. But the empress had already chosen her as his bride. She thought she could say a simple goodbye before leaving, but when she shut the door, her uncle and aunt trembled with fear. She knew she would never return once she entered the palace, so she wanted to take her father's dowry with her. Her uncle planned to trick her with a few banknotes and deeds, but the girl demanded far more. When they refused, she used force. People outside only heard screams from the room. Only the young cousin knew what really happened. In the end, half the family's fortune was handed over as her dowry, just so she would leave quickly. The empress knew the prince was rebellious and hard to control, so she gave the girl equal authority to discipline him. On the first day in the palace, he relied on his title and provoked her. He didn't realize she had full authority. She punished him without hesitation. Seeing him beaten so badly, his servant whispered schemes into his ear. The prince felt uneasy, but the constant persuasion brainwashed him. That night he tried to sneak into her room and attack, but failed. She caught him instead. He not only failed but was knocked out with a stick. The servant still refused to give up and planned again. The prince thought it was too dangerous, but the servant had already prepared everything. The prince didn't know his servant was the empress dowager's spy. She wanted to create trouble and force him to step down. When the prince brought food as an apology, the girl instantly sensed something was wrong. Just by smelling it, she knew the porridge was poisoned, but the prince denied it. To prove it was safe, he drank a mouthful. The girl knocked the bowl from his hand. The poison took effect quickly. He collapsed with violent diarrhea. Only then did the girl realize he was not the one who poisoned it. The empress dowager was furious when she learned the attempt failed, but she wasn't afraid of the servant betraying her. She knew he feared for his family outside the palace, and would never turn against her. Sure enough, suspicion soon fell on him. He claimed it was the prince who wanted to harm the girl. No matter how much he was pressed, he never revealed the truth. He took all the blame on himself. He said he was mistreated by the prince and wanted revenge. Then he bit his tongue and killed himself. The empress already knew the true mastermind was the empress dowager. The dowager had raised the prince to be spoiled and reckless, so her own nephew could replace him. But now the prince was deeply attached to the dowager. He didn't believe the empress at all. When he woke and learned the servant was dead, he thought they had forced him to it and hated the girl even more. To correct his bad habits, the girl disciplined him even harder. He appeared obedient, but in his heart he plotted revenge and wanted her gone. So he sent word that he had gone to the royal tombs, hoping she would follow. He had already prepared a trap there. Indeed, a deep pit was waiting for her. When they arrived, he jumped in first. As she pulled him out, he shoved her down. While he laughed in triumph, a man in black appeared and carried him away. The girl climbed out quickly and chased after the kidnapper. She caught up but was badly injured in the fight. She still knocked him to the ground, but a 6-year-old girl was no match for a grown man.